All Over the World and its crew of missionographers have taken you across the globe. They've shown you how missionaries live and serve. And you've seen the stories that have touched so many lives. Stories from earthquake-ravaged Haiti to the rainforest jungles of Borneo. All Over the World showcases the work of missionaries around the world, and its team of missionographers are dedicated to a mission: to use their skills in video production to serve others and to serve Christ. These missionographers have come together to train students who have an interest in mission video. Welcome to All Over the World's Missionographer Training Academy.
Do you want to find out where the story is?
To just drag that file onto your desktop.
They're actually doing their first project in Final Cut Pro.
They seem to have it under control.
It looks like it's really hard, but it's super, super easy.
All Over the World's Missionographer Training Academy. It's where missions and digital filmmaking meet, and where people just like you not only learn the art, but also the heart of missions video. Enroll in our intensive 4-day workshop and you will get expert instruction on how to create inspiring video, with hands-on shooting and editing. You may even be picked to help produce a future All Over the World show. Workshops are enrolling now. To find out more, go to www.aotw.tv.
Take a picture, the picture can say 1,000 words. But if you take that picture and you add a simple piano line on it, and now you start to do a push on that picture, or that person who's sitting in a chair, it can take the whole piece to another level of sensitivity.
The way I found out about the missionography training was actually through a friend of mine. He's like, Lydia, you know, you do video stuff and you need to do this. This is what you need to do. This is what we've been wanting to do for years. And I'm like, I don't know, Jordan. He's like, no, you have to come. So I packed up my things and 18 hours later, I'm here.
You drove from?
From New York,
Okay.
Buffalo, New York.
Okay.
I saw a program on All Over the World Missions episode on TV and was intrigued, so I checked out the website.
But I've heard about missionographer training probably 9 months ago, so I've been waiting for this training to happen. So
The same thing with media, is that we want to take it to the place where it is so effective that the person who's watching, or that yourself as you watch it, that you become effective. Because if it affects you, that discernment, that inherited gift that God has given us for sensitivity, if it affects you, it will affect.
I was just doing nothing. I was laying in my rack one evening, and we have Wi-Fi out there, so I just figured I'd kind of get online and see what they were doing.
I went on the website, and right then and there it said, you want to do you want to be a missionographer? I'm like, heck yeah.
And it's definitely something that I never thought could happen in a million years. I never thought I would have an opportunity to work with the equipment, the people, the environment. I mean, this is actually the greatest opportunity I ever had.
Your ministry lives on. That work will live on to affect millions and millions and millions of people.
I am hoping to learn through Missionographer Training Academy how to learn about cameras, lighting, sound, when I go into the mission field, how to have like the basic equipment to get as much information as possible, and be able to come back to the studio and edit it and put it on a DVD and make it something that people would want to watch.
You'll adjust this dial here, so this will tighten it so it doesn't move at all. You just want to give it a little bit of give, so if someone's walking, you can follow them. And what I hope that these students will learn is how to produce excellent quality videos, vignettes, and television shows to share the message.
I'm really just hoping to learn the basics more, learn Final Cut Pro, and I believe I can do that here. They have just really good mentors, but I just want to be able to maybe if I go on a missions trip, be able to bring back something with more higher quality.
Yeah, you hold it down, have your white balance, and then it'll stop blinking.
So what you doing? Just going over and helping them? Yeah, see if they need it. They seem to have it under control. They're going above and beyond. They're traveling down the street here.
Yeah, I really like the hands-on training that we've gotten so far. Just being able to work with all the different technology, Final Cut Pro, the lighting systems, all the different cameras and things like that. That's just been really exciting.
What we're going to do is there's two ways you can capture now, okay? Which basically, well, this is actually our first day of missionographer training, and you can see the students are having a great time learning. They're actually producing their first project in Final Cut Pro, so they've jumped straight to the professional level. And there's some brain matter oozing out of some of their ears, but I know they're having a good time, and it's going to be exciting to see the work that they do this week and the things that they learn.
When we come back, the students begin working on their final projects.
We're working on voiceovers, and then we'll go in and put in our B-roll.
Plus, we head over to Globe International, a missionary sending agency, to learn more about storytelling.
You want to have some tension in every scene. There's got to be a little bit of tension.
All Over the World is now looking for feature producers. If you have a talent in media production and would like to join the All Over the World production team, then visit us online and become a part of a national award-winning television series. Visit www.aotw.tv to register. Use your talents to help missionaries around the world.
The missionographer students are visiting Globe International. Doug Gaiman, the director of Globe and an avid surfer, gives the MTA students a brief tour.
One of my most proud possessions is that surfboard in the corner there. That was from South Africa. It was made by one of our missionaries. He had it shaped and he had it painted by an artist in his church. And then I brought it home and said, I'm never going to surf on it again. It's too beautiful a board, I don't want to ruin it. So, anyway.
Agencies like Globe International help missionaries with their communications and their finances.
So then we print the newsletters, what I call the mother of all printers. And you can see here, this is 2.
Globe International also trains future missionaries, and today Doug is explaining the key points of storytelling.
There's 2 main genres of movies. If you want to boil all movies down to 2 main genres, one is called comedy and the other called tragedy. Comedy doesn't mean it's funny. Dramas can be comedies. The difference between the two is that comedy, in the end, the hero becomes a better person.
Mission videos, I believe, important because, well, for one thing, you're showing other people what Jesus is doing around the world.
But when you can actually see the people, listen to their voices, here I'm fascinated with people's accents. So if you're in Africa or if you're in Zimbabwe or someplace like that, you can actually hear the people and you can understand their culture better than just seeing a picture of it.
Media, visual media is something that is now. The next generation and this generation are focused on TV, and if we can capture them through television, through shows, through visual media, visual entertainment, I think we can, lead them in the right direction, lead them in the right step.
It's the only really way of connecting the people who have money to the people who don't have money and have a need. Video sort of brings it together.
I've seen it happen as far as like people tithing and stuff, like the better your video and the more it hits their heart, the more they want to give money for the cause.
I believe the old way of finding out about missions is through newsletters or through the internet, and a lot of missions don't have capabilities of getting on the internet all the time. So through video, you could do DVD, you can mail these out to donors, you could put them on YouTube, you could do all kinds of things. So video is just as important now, more than ever, than just a newsletter that can only portray a picture.
It's almost like you are involved when you see a video like that, and you're like, oh, that looks like fun, or that looks interesting, you know, and I want to be a part of that, you know. So I think it invites you more.
And through videography, we're able to bring that message home to the people sitting there and be able to show those people what's going on.
The students are actually in a session with here at Globe International, and learning about the importance of, learning about the missions side of missionography. And they've heard from Doug Gaiman, the director, about how to tell a compelling story, and some great information. And now Nikki, the graphic artist here at Globe, is giving them some pointers on graphic arts and in their videos and in their media.
It's different culture over there, and it's really interesting to me as an American how it changes. And I love missionography is an opportunity for people to use their passion for their faith, and it's a wonderful opportunity to merge a job with your religious background, and bringing those two together makes it a much more meaningful experience. And I love learning about that, and I think that's something that an American audience who is investing in a missionary really wants to know, and to explain those processes. I think it's really valuable.
And the great thing about when you do go out with a missionary, the great thing about it is they know the culture, and they know when you need to get out of a certain situation. Like shooting in Kenya or Honduras, the missionary Johnny Cruz was like, okay, we need to leave. Okay, and I didn't. To me, it didn't look like we needed to leave, but I was like, okay, if you think we need to leave, let's leave. Okay, so that's the great thing about doing missionography work is, number one, you've already got somebody there who you can communicate with, who knows the culture, who can keep you out of trouble, and and explain the culture to you. So,
with the knowledge of what creates a great story and how to make it visually appealing, the missionographer students head out to film their final projects. Their mission? To produce a 5-minute promotional video for a local ministry.
This year today we're on like a depressed area. We're hoping to find out exactly what they're doing in the community, how they're helping the people, and also what projects they have now, and also what their goals are for the future.
I'm just going to have you start by introducing yourself, talk about your position here, and a little bit about your ministry, and we'll go from there.
Hi, my name is Pastor Willie Williams of the Top of the Bottom Ministry. I'm the senior pastor.
So many people out there serving God, but nobody knows about it. And they need money, they need support, and this is a program that will help get them out there in front of people and help them gain support, help them further their mission.
But it's dangerous in those projects.
We were shooting a video at the waterfront, a rescue mission, interviewing one of the mentors of the women. When we're doing it in the studio, like everything's set up, there's lights and stuff. But when you're doing it like on wherever you're shooting, it's you have to arrange the lights and you have to move things around to get a good shot. So yeah, it's like that can be challenging. It's right. It's like right. It's zoomed in right to the white. I think it went pretty good. Well. We'll have to do a lot of editing, but I think it went pretty well.
My name is Cindy. Nice to meet you. It's Cindy, by the way. I had the horrible Cindy. Southern accent. Okay. I had to sing. That's fine. C.I.
C.I., got you.
I think I was more nervous about doing the interview part, but once I really
I was really trying to listen to what my interviewee was saying, and I was able to just carry on a normal conversation and just go from there. And I was able to find out more information. So as time went on, I was becoming more comfortable with the entire project.
It's always been my heart to tell stories about people going through challenges and how they've overcome them. It was nice to see a man stand up and put together a program that will support not only other parents of Down syndrome children, but also other men.
Students did a wonderful job. They made me feel really relaxed. They, assured me everything was okay, and they're very professional, very professional. So they did, like I said, I can't say too much except for they did a great job. They did a really great job.
With the shoots completed, it's back to the editing room, where the real work begins.
A bit until later, and then doing straight from the birth of Villa, the B-roll,
And then just delete this part out?
because it's on there.
Okay. You didn't notice.
Yeah, the deal was that, there's a child, so you just have to go with the flow.
Well, is it a big difference between being out in the field and then coming in here and editing?
Oh,
Like
totally. It's a whole different world for me.
It's a lot cooler in here.
Yeah. Oh, it's a complete whole different world for me.
What you working on, Ian?
And they close it down either
I
every
am
Tuesday or
working
every
on
other Tuesday.
certificates of completion.
Yay.
Wow, yeah.
Besides,
Don't tell them.
Where we're standing at, it's like up here. And then
Besides
there's
changing bulbs and
long
stuff.
Thing to go down, and then you have to
Trying to keep all the plates spinning.
Oh, okay.
But it's only like
Yes.
2 football fields to
Exciting.
go down it.
Coming up, it's crunch time, and the students are putting their final touches on their projects.
And the creative aspect comes in when you can bounce ideas off someone else too.
Plus, we celebrate a graduation premiere party to showcase their productions to the community.
I did not expect this at all.
All over the world's Missionographer Training Academy. It's where missions and digital filmmaking meet, and where people just like you not only learn the art, but also the heart of missions video. Enroll in our intensive 4-day workshop and you will get expert instruction on how to create inspiring video, with hands-on shooting and editing. You may even be picked to help produce a future all over the world show. Workshops are enrolling now. To find out more, go to www.aotw.tv.
Would you like to bring All Over the World to your church or ministry? You can by purchasing the All Over the World Worldview Small Group Experience. This 6-week small group curriculum features and includes 6 of our most popular programs. Watch the shows and document your own quest with your personal travel log. You and your group will experience what God is doing around the world and find out how you can join the adventure. For more information, visit www.aotw.tv.
The students of the Missionographer Training Academy are working frantically on their final projects. They have been given an assignment to produce a 5-minute promo that will help a local ministry.
This has been an awesome experience for me. I've been on mission trips before, and I've always thought about wanting to put together some type of promotional video, but I know how to video, but I wanted to be more professional at it, and this has been giving me the tools to do that.
Well, eventually I would really like to be able to be a person that could go on missions trips and shoot videos for missionaries, showing the work and showing the need of the country that they're going to. That way I can bring it back and be able to stir the hearts of the people that are there to give and to help support the ministry that the missions is on.
I hope to get in the field of missionography and start going to different countries. India and Japan is I want to do that, that'd be awesome. But just start to do my passion.
I hope to do with the training to do a couple of things, maybe to make some videos and to influence people to move in the right direction.
It's a completely different experience to be able to see this is what the missionary is doing, this is the type of work that he's doing, that she's doing, the environment that they're living in, it opens up an entirely different type of understanding for the viewers and the supporters back home.
Hopefully this can lead me into a career where I can, you know, feel like I'm not in a job that I just do to get paid, a job that I actually love. And I like editing, I like filming, so hopefully me doing this and then going out in the world and actually doing it will actually, you know, have a sense of pride and a sense of joy in my heart. So that's what I plan on doing with it. I plan on using it, and if I can show people and teach people this is what you need to do, then I'll do it. That's exactly what this training is here for.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get the certificates of completion for these guys. They've put in so much hard work that they deserve a piece of paper. No, they're really, you can see they're working hard out there, and they really deserve recognition for their efforts.
With their projects completed, the crew gets ready for their premiere party.
I'm going to get up, start the show, okay, and let you tell the idea about the impetus of how the show came about. Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Andy Waltrip and I'm one of the directors here at DME Studios, Digital Media Education Studios, and you are here with us tonight to watch an award ceremony and to watch some of the projects of some of the things that have been going on here in the studio tonight.
In Costa Rica, the first thing that you imagine is a great brochure or a great TV commercial or somebody on a game show just want a trip to Costa Rica.
This is my daughter Isabella, and she was born December 31st, 2007 with Down syndrome. I didn't know what it was. I just knew that she had an extra chromosome, not knowing what all that meant. But when she was born, she had some heart issues. She had some other issues that we had to deal with that, you know, it's a child, so you just had to go with the flow.
The Waterfront Mission is a shelter for the homeless and also a recovery center for those seeking to get off of drugs and alcohol.
When I was 13, I started I was introduced to drugs and alcohol through my mother. She was an addict, and I remember the first time that I used scoring for my mother, scoring drugs for her.
In the heart of downtown Pensacola, there is an area in desperate need of change. Change for the families, change for the children, change for the communities. One man affecting that change is Pastor Willie Williams, founder of Top of the Bottom Ministries.
We're going into a project. It's really called Oakwood Terrace.
He has been my comforter through this whole thing. Just with me leaning and depending on him, just trusting, you know, I mean, every day I wake up and I seek him, what it is he wants me to do that day.
The 2010 MTA Missionographer Training Academy class.
I was impressed by everybody's work. I mean, everybody's work. It was just really neat how everything came together. I wasn't on their sets, but like ours, I think probably the same story goes on, where it's like you just don't think you have enough footage. You're like, I don't have enough. We don't got enough B-roll, A-roll, nothing. And it all works out, you know. I mean, God kind of works it out, orchestrates it all, you know. works out in the end, really.
Oh, it's a great accomplishment, and it just opens my eyes to the world of missionaries, the work. I've never seen the actual behind the scenes of it. I just hear missionary this, but now I know behind the scenes what it's really like.
I was really impressed with everybody's projects, and this week working on the computer and with the initial concept of the projects, I was really wondering if we were going to have time to do it, but I was just really impressed that we were able to pull it off, and I just know it's from God's help and from all of the instructors that were around to help us.
I think it was pretty successful. I definitely learned a lot, and I think after everything, our video turned out pretty well, and I just hope that it impacts people.
I had so much fun today. I did not expect this at all. I mean, to make a movie and to have it premiered on live television, who would have thought? The party here was great. Everyone's great here. It was amazing to see all the different kind of talents that people had.
If you would like more information on the Missionographer Training Academy and to watch the full-length student projects, visit www.aotw.tv.
God always gives you the desires of your heart, and I strongly feel that this has been a door that has been opened for me. And I'm just excited about it. I would encourage anyone that has that desire to go for it and not to let anything get in the way of them pursuing their dreams.
Definitely come to this training. They will learn so much in the couple of days. In one day I've learned more than I could go, to classes at a state college or something like that. In one day I probably learned a lot more than I could ever wish to know.
Absolutely recommend the school. It's a great experience, whether you're a beginner, whether you've been shooting for years. There's always new stuff to learn. They have great teachers, great instruction, great curriculum. It's just an awesome opportunity.
They give you everything that you need, and they show you how to do stuff thoroughly. And they're just really patient and really cool guys to learn from.
I would recommend the school to anyone that wants to get involved with any kind of media ministry, and it's just phenomenal here. So that's all I got.
Taking videos off a camera, throwing them on a computer, putting them together, put some graphic titles, things like that, and spin it back out. Is it rocket science? I mean, is it that hard?
Yeah, for me it was.
Would you like to join the adventure? Then visit our website at www.aotw.tv. We're looking for people who have a heart for the lost and are reaching the world with the gospel of Christ.
All over the world's Missionographer Training Academy. It's where missions and digital filmmaking meet, and where people just like you not only learn the art, but also the heart of missions video. Enroll in our intensive 4-day workshop and you will get expert instruction on how to create inspiring video, with hands-on shooting and editing. You may even be picked to help produce a future all over the world show. Workshops are enrolling now. To find out more, go to www.aotw.tv.